We're here at EA Games Field. Well, it's shaping up to be a great finish to the season. Many teams still vying for playoff spots. So thanks for joining us as the Jets match up against the home team. Hi, everyone, and welcome to the game. I'm Al Michaels. With me, as always, is John Madden.
These guys are lucky to have a quarterback like this to lead their team. He can make the best defenses look like some Pop Warner practice squad when he's at the top of his game. That secondary will have a hard time stopping him and his receiving crew in this one.
The Jets have a few receivers that he likes to throw to, and here's one of them. There's no question these two have developed that chemistry, and he's always finding an open spot on the defense to give his quarterback a target to hit. It wouldn't be surprising to see them hook up a few times in this one.
Wow, look at that pile of guys down there jumping and yelling. You can tell they can't wait to get out there in the field.
Now let's go to midfield for the game's coin toss. Let's see how it plays out. Let's get back to the play on the field.
The home team will be kicking off to start the game. Number 81, back to return.
Booming kick downfield. Taking the knee might have been the better option there.
You know, these guys come flying down the field so fast, and this time he ran right into one of those coverage guys.
They line up in the I formation.
17-yard line. First and 10.
Under pressure, slings it to the outside. You saw them drop back in coverage, then just threw a strike.
Yeah, he made the right read and found the open man. That's a nice play.
5 yards to go. Ball on their own 21. Receives the handoff. The running back gets about 3. The Jets have a very well-rounded defense, John. An ideal mixture of size and speed, and if they execute their game plan out there, look out.
You're right. They do have a lot of great athletes on this team. But what impresses me is their discipline. This one could turn out to be a long day for the offensive coordinator.
The 30, the 40. He burst through the line and almost took it for a touchdown.
And that play developed perfectly. The line created a good running lane, and the back saw it, and he got through it and picked up a big chunk of yardage.
What have you heard, Melissa?
I had a chance to talk to the head coach during warm-ups, and he told me that the key on defense will be getting after the quarterback. They have to turn up the intensity and make some plays in the backfield here in the first half in order to set the tone for the rest of the game. Al?
Thank you. That was Melissa Stark with the update from the sideline. To the air on first down. Throwing. Room to run. Right on target. Right on the mark there to move the chains.
And the thing is, the secondary looked a little on their heels on that one. They just couldn't converge on the ball in time, and now they get a whole new set of downs.
Smith lines up behind his fullback in the odd. And he's brought down in the backfield. Miller read that play perfectly. They might have launched a couple.
He didn't go for the misdirection at all. He followed the ball and got in there to make the play very quickly.
Second and 13. Ball on the 29-yard line.
He'll get it again. So he picks up a couple of yards, but he's exhausted and headed for the sideline. And they'll face a long third down here. Ball on the 27-yard line. Dropping back. Throwing. With the catch. And he's pushed out of bounds at the 24. Gain of 2. Brown An attempt to put up the first points of the day. And it's on its way through the uprights and good. The kickoff team lines up.
Lined up for the kickoff. Number 80, back deep to return.
Nice distance. From the 8-yard line. John, he's hurt. We'll get an update from Melissa as soon as the extent of the injury is known.
Get at him. Give it all you got.
The backs are lined up in an eye. Just as he got that one on. That good pass rush forces the erratic pass.
He had to get rid of the ball in a hurry.
The quarterback gets set with only one back behind him.
On the 26-yard line.
Dropping back, pressure coming, with the throw. He made a great play, bringing in that touch pass.
The receiver never took his eyes off that one, looking it into his hands as he ran under it.
So they dug themselves into a hole here, a long third down situation. Anderson sets up. Drops back. Pressure, steps up into the pocket. There was nothing open downfield, resulting in a big sack.
This team loves to play zone and pass coverage. They'll use the cover 2 on just about any play, relying on the defensive front to create pressure on the quarterback. They'll blitz every now and then to change things up. That's usually inside the 20-yard line and keep the offense off balance.
Unable to get anything going on that series, they'll have to punt it away here. Here's the punt. Fair catch called for.
That was a smart thing to do with the coverage team closing in for a big hit.
Smith lines up behind his fullback and beyond. Only a yard, not a halfback.
1-yard gain on the play. Second and 10.
Vincent is the guy who's there to bring him down at the 44. That's a 3-yard gain. Only one man back.
6. Ball on the 44-yard line.
Drops back. Closing in with the pass.
Now, this is one heck of a play. Look at it. They're in a hole here on third down, and they come through with this perfect play that gets them a first and keeps the drive going.
It's 1st and 10. Ball on the 43-yard line. With the carry. A couple, maybe 3 yards on that run.
2-yard gain on the play. Second and 7. Ball on the 40-yard line.
Hand off to the tailback. Smith couldn't find any room on that one.
They really hustle on the defensive side of the ball. They're very good at clogging up the line, limiting the number of holes and cutback lanes that the back has to choose from.
With 2 extra defensive backs, the defense is in the dime. Throwing. Big opening. And he's forced out of bounds at the 31-yard line. Perfect pass, great catch, and that'll move the chains. The backs are lined up in an I.
Ball on the 31-yard line.
Gore gets set. Under pressure with the throw. Hits him in stride. So they're able to pick up another first down.
And this offense is clicking. They're making the right calls at the right time.
Dropping back. Pressure coming. Throws it. The pass ball's incomplete. He can't complete that short pass, and it's second down. Breaks free of the defense. Excellent execution on the counter, John.
Yeah, he made some moves and broke free. And one of the things he does best is use his blocks downfield. He's very patient, and he waits for his blockers to engage. Then he cuts off their hip for a big gain.
First down and goal to go. Ball on the 5-yard line. Smith is the deep back. He's off again. Gain of about 1.
20 on the run. 1-yard gain on the play. Second and goal. Ball on the 3-yard line.
Hand off to the tailback. To the end zone. Trying to get it in for 6, but couldn't. Third down.
Receiver on the play.
Third and goal. Ball on the 3-yard line. Drops back. Pressure. Throwing. Touchdown, New York. He slips behind the secondary and got open for the touchdown.
Now that's just how they practiced it. They go over this play all the time at practice. They use it a few times in just about every game. And let me tell you, most of the time it's successful just like that.
Brown comes in for the extra point. The kick is up, and the extra point is good. And so the offense is able to string together a long and methodical series of plays, and they're able to cap it off with a touchdown.
They took their time, they moved the chains, and really wore down those guys. The offense did a great job of moving the chain, and I think they looked their best right down there in the red zone. That's the kind of thing the coach likes to see from his offensive guys.
The kickoff team lines up.
Lined up for the kickoff. Number 80, back to return.
Not a bad kick. They'll set up for the return. From the 6-yard line. On their last drive, it was 3 plays and out, and now the offense comes out onto the field once again.
The home team will start the drive at the 24-yard line. First and 10.
Charles picks up maybe 3 on that carry.
2-yard gain on the play.
It's second down and 7 to go. They'll go from the I formation. Pass it off to the back. Charles couldn't pick up any blocking on that play.
The defense is always very aggressive when defending the run. They're extremely disciplined. And they get off their blocks very quickly. Makes it tough to find openings when you're running the ball.
Anderson sends a man in motion. Dropping back. Closing in, gets the pass off. Now that's a stiff one.
Watch it here. This is a great call on third down to keep this drive alive. They were in a tough spot here, but this is a heck of a throw and catch to pick up that first down.
They'll go from the I formation.
Ball on the 40-yard line.
Lose it.
New York has jumped out to an early lead as the first quarter comes to a close with the score 10-0.
The home team. Nothing.
And we're ready to start the second quarter. It's 1st and 10. Ball on their own 40.
We got sideline to sideline. Poke out right, set. Hawk line right.
Tosses it right. So they'll lose yardage on that tackle by O'Neal. They were waiting for him as he tried to take it to the outside.
And that run started off going east and west, which isn't bad, but then it got worse and it went south.
Come on, partner. That all you got?
They'll go with a quarter defense. With the throw, incomplete. The incomplete pass brings up third down.
Number 83, the intended receiver on the play. Third and 14. Ball on the 36-yard line.
With the pass, almost picked off. He couldn't come up with the interception.
Yeah, the defender was in a perfect position to come up with a big play. He just left his hands over on the sideline.
This punt will be his second of the day. Here's the kick. He's waiting for the fair catch.
That's a good job of getting downfield by the cover team to force the fair catch.
First and 10.
Get in there. Lose it. Get out, Pete. Come on, Pete.
Hand it off to the back. The running back finds his way into the open field and picks up the first down.
And what happened was they missed him with a blitz. And when they did that, there were no linebackers to converge. And that's how he got by the first down mark.
Sideline to sideline.
Gore sends a man in motion.
Snake eyes. You put all you got. Bust this drill, Pete. You got it.
They give it to the halfback. Smith, he's closing in on 100 yards rushing.
And 8 on the play. Second and 2. Ball on the 48-yard line.
Y'all go. Here comes his head.
Throwing. He picked up just enough. Nice call going to the air, and that'll move the chain.
4 on the play.
Let's go. Come on.
Again on the run. And he's brought down at the 41-yard line. Carries it for 6 yards on that play. It's second down and 3 to go. Ball on the 41-yard line. Going to the left. Lost about a yard.
20 on the run. Loss of 2 on the play.
So as they get set to try to convert, here's what both teams have done on third down.
Third down conversions is a keeper stat. When you convert on third down, you keep three things. You keep your drive going, you keep their defense on the field, and you keep your defense resting on the sideline.
Gain of 2. He'll try to pin them close to the goal line. Here's the punt. He signals for a fair catch. And this will be a touchback. The backs are lined up in an I.
Ball on the 20-yard line.
Gets the toss to the right. Ball loose. The home team dive on the fumble. And you know the defense is very angry at that missed opportunity.
That was a foot race to the fumble. Looks like the extra wind sprints at practice are paying off.
They need about 3. Ball on their own 27. Drops back. Under pressure. Slings it to the outside. Back to the line of scrimmage, but that's all.
No gain on the play.
The Jets come out in a nickel package.
Ball on the 27-yard line.
Pressure coming with the throw. Jumps up. He has it. And he's brought down at the 34. You can't draw it up any better than that. Textbook first down. So they have 1st and 10 here. Ball on their own 34. Flings it to the outside. And he steps out of bounds at the 32. Didn't get much. They come out in a dime package.
Ball on the 32-yard line.
5th play of this drive. Steps up into the pocket. Drops the interception. I thought that was about to be picked off, John.
Yeah, he had an excellent opportunity to end the drive right there. He just couldn't bring it in.
3rd down and long coming up here.
Stay guys.
Drops back. He's looking. Throw over. And it's complete. Great catch on 3rd down by number 16.
Yeah, you talk about a guy who'll make every catch there is. This is your guy. His hands are so big, they just kind of swallow the football.
First and 10. Ball on the 44-yard line.
And this is the 7th play of this drive. Gets the pass off. This one falls incomplete. He just dropped that pass.
Looked like he had it, but the thing just popped right out of there.
We got nothing.
Anderson sets up. Man in motion.
We got nothing. You got it. Let's go.
He tucks it away. They'll mark it at the 50. And now our viewers can see how successful each team's main running threat has been today. 3rd and 4. Ball on the 50-yard line. Drops back. Gets rid of it. Picked off. He can't wrap him up. Powering ahead. Harrison seemed to know exactly where that one was going.
That was great anticipation by the defender. It almost looked like he knew where the quarterback was going to go with the ball.
Following the interception, it's now 1st and 10.
They'll take over at the 33-yard line.
Handed off to the back. Smith couldn't escape the pursuit and was cut down quickly.
These guys up front are very tough to block because they can use their size and strength to get excellent leverage on running plays. Sometimes they struggle a little with their consistency, but they always seem to be a big factor when the game's on the line.
Smith breaking through, breaks the tackle. Nice pickup on the ground, maybe about 6.
Gain of 6 on the play.
And we've reached the 2-minute mark here in the first half. So they need about 3 here. Ball on their own 40. The quarterback lines up with 2 backs behind him. It's the passer off. Saw the pressure and got rid of the ball.
Yeah, he felt those guys closing in and gunned the ball out of there.
Can't keep it going, and more than likely, we'll see the punter. So they'll line up the punt after going 3 and out. Here's the kick. And he signals for the fair catch.
He did the right thing, concentrated and caught the ball.
We're guessing they're going to just throw it and do their best to move into scoring range since they don't want to go into the half with the score the way it is.
Come on, D up. Set.
Passing on first down. Pressure goes with a short pass to the right side. And he's ridden out at the 23-yard line. And we update our stats after that last play. Here's what he's had to endure when back to throw. They line up in the I formations.
Ball on the 23-yard line.
Anderson gets set. Steps up into the pocket. Incomplete. The blocking broke down on that play, allowing the defender to get to the quarterback as he was releasing the ball.
I really like the way this defense attacks the offensive line. They're very aggressive, relying on man-to-man coverage in the outside to shut down the receivers as they bring guys from everywhere on the blitzes. If they're thinking the defense might bring the blitz, a good way to counter that is with a screen. And that could be the call here.
Closing in. Throws denied, but caught. When you give him time, he'll find a receiver.
Yeah, and with this guy, he doesn't throw it behind them. He doesn't throw it over their head. He throws it where they're going.
He's rushing the offense back to the line. Going to the air on first down. Throwing. Very lucky that wasn't intercepted.
I bet you as soon as he let that go, he was wishing that he could have it back, because that could easily have been an interception. The defense needs to remember not to play too soft and give up big gains underneath. But they also don't want to play too tight and end up giving up a big play to set them up in scoring position.
Under pressure, gets rid of it. Oh, he makes the catch anyway. You give him some time, he'll hit his man.
And the thing is, he doesn't care how big that window is. With his accuracy, everyone's open.
Pressure coming, throwing short to the right side. Look at that power. Nice reception on that play, and he now has 3 on the day. And it looks like they're going to go no huddle. The home team call a timeout. They have 2 remaining. The backs are lined up in an I.
Ball on the 33-yard line.
There's about 1 minute left. Flushes it out to the left. The home team call a timeout. That's their second. They need 6. Ball on the 33-yard line. Pressure, looking for an option with the pass. Catch made on the run. The home team call a timeout. That's their last one. We'll try to make the most of this red zone opportunity to add some points before we reach the half.
Yep, out. Hawkeye right. Get at him, D. Loose it, loose it. Stick up. We got nothing.
Going to the air on first down. Touchdown, home team.
Now take a look at this. They've got a shot at it, but he was so strong and powerful, he just busted right through the tackle, and he kept going all the way to the end zone. That's a heck of a run.
They'll get set for the extra point. And it's on its way. The extra point attempt is good. The kickoff team lines up.
Lined up for the kickoff. Number 81.
Nice kick. Plenty of distance. From the 2-yard line. New York heads back out offensively, leading by 3.
Hey, I know they want to increase the lead before half, but they got to be careful and not let the other team back in it with a turnover.
The quarterback gets set with only one back behind him.
They got nothing. Take him out. That's all you got, man. He come to you, huh?
They'll pass on first down. Steps up, throws it. This one falls incomplete. Penning's got a hand up and tipped that pass away.
That's just great positioning by the defender. He has his eyes in the backfield the whole time, and he was right there to break the play up. Now, whoever makes a catch here has to remember to get out of bounds.
Smith, the lone back, dropping back with the throw. Ooh, nearly picked off. John, that went right off the defender's fingertips.
You know, he didn't pick it off, but at least he didn't let the receiver make the catch either. Still a pretty good effort. The defense has to play smart and not have any stupid penalties that keeps this drive going.
Let's go. Come on. Get all you got.
Using motion.
Take out, Get in there. 94.
Drops back. Closing in. He surveys the field. Gets the pass off. The lineman picks it off. The quarterback was ready to get hit and just threw it up for grabs.
I'll tell you, it's very important to have pressure on the quarterback. What that does is make the secondary's job a heck of a lot easier. And on that play, it led to an interception. If the offense can take advantage of this situation and get a score before the half, not only will it be big for them, but it really hurts the other guys, too.
With the pass, with the adjustment, he has it. Runs through the tackle.
Okay, here it is. They get a clear shot at it, but he keeps his legs moving, he keeps his balance, and he doesn't go down. This is exactly how to get the ball into the end zone.
So they'll try to tack on the extra point. And it's up. The extra point attempt is good. And a big score that gives them the lead.
The momentum has definitely swung in their direction. Now that they've gone on a run and they've taken the lead, they have to stay aggressive on offense. After all, aggressive play, it's what's gotten them back into this one.
The kickoff team lines up.
Lined up for the kickoff. Number 81.
He got all of that one. An interception brought the last drive to an abrupt end. They'll do a better job, I think, of protecting the ball this time around.
One thing as a defender you want to avoid is trying to take a gamble for a turnover and then giving up a big play that lets them get points before the half.
Flings it to the outside. And he's pushed out of bounds at the 27. And he picks up about 4.
On the play.
It's second down and 6 to go. The backs are lined up in an I. Man in motion.
On the 27-yard line.
Gives the ball off. Missed the tackle. 40. The Jets call a timeout. They have 2 timeouts left.
This is where the defense needs to just play smart and not give up a big play. There's not a whole lot of time left, so they just need to prevent them from getting into field goal range.
Under pressure, throws it. This one falls incomplete. He just overthrew that one.
And you want to lead the receiver so that he can catch and run, but you don't want to lead him that much.
2nd and 10. Ball on their own 40. Pressure coming with the pass. Incomplete pass. The Jets line up in a 5-receiver set this time. He surveys the field, looking for the long completion over the middle. Nearly intercepted.
At the end of the first half, the score is the home team 14, New York 10.
Here are the halftime stats as we get set for the second half kickoff. Here's the kickoff team.
Will be kicking off to start the second half. Number 16.
And a short kickoff. From the 10-yard line. The home team will start the drive from the 31-yard line.
On the return.
Let's go, ball. 94.
Hands it off.
31-yard line.
The 40 puts it on the ground. The Jets rolling. Great play by the defense to recover the fumble.
Yeah, they were right there to jump on the ball.
So it's 1st and 10 following the fumble. The backs are lined up in an I.
Start the drive at the 48-yard line. 1st and 10.
Passing on 1st down. Pressure gets the pass off. A little off target, but caught. And he goes out of bounds at the 35-yard line. That'll move the chains, John.
Yeah, when you put together a great pass with a heck of a catch, that's exactly what you're going to get.
1st and 10. Ball on the 35-yard line.
Bring that plane, baby.
Martin in motion.
Sideline to sideline.
Closing in. Throwing. Incomplete pass. He came free on that play, but he couldn't make the catch.
That's another one of those deals where he was looking to run before he had the ball.
The quarterback gets set with only one back behind him.
35-yard line.
Drops back. Gets rid of it. This pass is incomplete. That incomplete pass will bring up 3rd down.
The intended receiver on the play.
And they'll face a long 3rd down here. Ball on the 35-yard line. The home team come out in a nickel package.
Ball on the 35-yard line.
Under pressure, throwing. He finds his man. Mark was in perfect position to make that catch.
A completed pass requires good communication between the quarterback and his receiver.
Brown heads out onto the field for the field goal attempt. The kick is up. Brown, he's good for the 2nd time with that kick. And the kickoff team comes out onto the field.
Number 16, back deep to return.
Nice distance. From the 6. Breaking free. Shakes off the tackle. The home team will start the drive from the 26.
On the return.
They'll go from the I formation.
Ball on the 26-yard line.
The home team holding on by less than a field goal. Pass play here on first down. Pressure coming. Launches this one to the right. A little off target, but caught. Great play there by number 16.
You talk about making it look easy out there. He caught that, and he made it look very easy.
So they have 1st and 10 here. Ball on the 43-yard line.
We'll see.
The home team holding on by less than a field goal. They'll move the sticks with that completion.
I'll tell you, he put that one right on the money. We're just out there playing a little pitch and catch.
First and 10. Ball on the 20-yard line.
Yeah. Give it all.
Passing on first down. Pressure. Gets rid of it. Defense has it. They timed the blitz perfectly, and it paid off.
You know, sometimes sacks are a result of good coverage. But that time, it was an interception that resulted from a good pass rush.
The offense gets ready to go following the interception. The Jets can regain the lead with a field goal. Hand it off to the back. Picks up 5.
20 with the carry. 5-yard gain on the play.
It's 2nd down and 6 to go. Smith, the lone back.
6. Ball on the 15-yard line.
Closing in. Throwing short to his left. He was able to avoid the sack, but couldn't find a way to get that pass to his receiver.
He really had to rush that throw. That was a situation where the defensive line made the job easy for the defensive backs.
Ball on the 15-yard line.
Tosses it out to the left. Great job running the toss on that play. And first down.
6 on the play.
So they have 1st and 10 here. Ball on their own 21. Split back this time. The Jets
Ball
using
on the
motion.
21-yard line.
Under pressure with the pass. Still running. 4. Could have knocked the wind out of the receiver with that throw.
A receiver that can make big plays like that have to be fed the ball so they can stay in the game.
1st and 10. Ball on the 32-yard line.
They'll go with a run once again. Not much there, maybe a yard. So let's take a look at how this back compares to the opposition. The Jets can regain the lead with a field goal. Flings it to the outside. And it's caught. Smith is one of those receivers who always seems to find a way week after week to get open, and that's his 4th catch today. So they need about 3 here. Ball on their own 39. Hand off to the tailback. Good gain there and a first down.
If the defense keeps giving up runs like that for first downs, They'll have to make some adjustments to slow this guy down.
First and 10. Ball on the 47-yard line.
Sideline, sideline. Ball, set. Cowboy.
Receives the handoff. Just about a yard on the run.
The ball carrier, 1-yard gain on the play.
The backs are lined up in an I. Looking for room, and he's brought down at the 47-yard line. Carries the ball for 3, maybe 4 yards. Third and 4. Ball on the 47-yard line. The Jets can regain the lead with a field goal. Gain of about a yard there.
On the run, 1-yard gain on the play.
He's trying to pin them back as far as possible as he lines up for his third punt. And so the punt goes out of bounds. They'll go from the I formation.
Ball on the 22-yard line.
Hands it off. Great fake. Fires it out to the right. Behind it, but he has it. No problem picking up the first.
Hey, you know, we talk about putting a ball on a guy. The quarterback put that ball on the receiver perfectly.
It's first and 10. Ball on their own 39. Going to the right. 1 yard gain by the running back.
The ball carrier, 1-yard gain on the play.
Bring the pain.
The Jets come out in a nickel package.
Ball on the
Charles.
40-yard line.
Pressure coming with the throw. They're lucky that one wasn't picked off.
I'll tell you, he did almost everything right on that one. He was able to read the quarterback's eyes. He got himself in good position to make the interception. When it got to him, just bounced off his hand.
Get in there.
Dropping back. Pressure. Rolling. And this pass is completed. And he makes the reception, but it's short of the first down marker.
On third down, you need to make sure you know where you are in the field. Because if you make the reception, it should be good for a fresh set of downs. If you make the catch and you don't get the first, it can only be due to lack of concentration by the receiver.
Here's the punt. 26. Not much of a return.
If there's no return, it's usually because the punter got plenty of air under the kick.
Arizona will start the drive at the 27-yard line. First and 10.
Martin, the man in motion. Pass play here on first down. Throwing short to the right side. Here he goes. Breaking free. And he is bumped out of bounds at the 38-yard line. You saw the whole field was able to stand back there and find the open man.
You know, when the defense is sending extra rushers at the quarterback, it takes a lot of poise to get the ball out of there with any accuracy.
The Jets can regain the lead with a field goal. That play good for about a yard.
1-yard gain on the play.
The Jets line up in a 5-receiver set this time. Drops back. Throwing. Almost got it. Didn't even see the defender, and it almost ended up as an interception.
Yeah, maybe he was expecting man-to-man, and they dropped into a zone. He threw off his reads and where he thought the defense was going to be.
And they'll face a long third down here. Ball on their own 39. The offense is confident they can convert for this first because they've done well on third down thus far. With the throw, with the adjustment. Good-looking play there as they pick up the first down and keep the drive alive.
First and 10. Ball on the 49-yard line.
So we've reached the end of the third quarter with the home team ahead of the Jets 14-13. And we'll start the fourth quarter. So they have first and 10 here. Ball on the 49-yard line. Thor gets set. Hand it off. And the halfback picks up about 3.
2-yard gain on the play.
They'll go from the I formation.
Ball on the 46-yard line. You got it. Get out, Pete.
Drops back. Closing in. Throwing with the adjustment. Sheds the tackle. That was a spectacular leaping catch.
As a receiver, you hate to have that ball thrown high because you're stretched out and vulnerable to the big hit by one of those defenders. But this guy's tough, and he'll do what he has to make the catch in that situation.
They line up in the I formation. Passing run. No catch. He was out of bounds.
As a quarterback, you're supposed to put the ball where only the receiver can get it. I think somebody should have told him that he also needs to keep it in bounds.
4th and inches. Ball on the 39-yard line.
The Jets can regain the lead with a field goal. Smith. He'll bring them down at the 32-yard line. So they pick up enough to convert for the first down. It's first and 10. Ball on the 32-yard line. Thor sets up. Under pressure. Gets the pass off. Can't pull him down. That reception moves the chains, and they pick up a first down.
As a receiver, you have to be ready for any type of pass. He did a good job of hanging on to that last one because it got there in a hurry.
Only one man back.
Ball on the 15-yard line. Bring that pain, baby. We'll see.
Pass play here on first down. Pressure coming. Throws it. This pass is incomplete. He was there, got his hands on it, but just couldn't make the catch.
It doesn't help the quarterback's confidence when he gets the ball to his receiver, but he can't hang on. He's got to know that he can count on him to make the catch.
And this is the 11th play of this drive. Pressure with the throw. Incomplete. Harrison was right there to break that play up.
He has a knack for making a big play. And that was another one right there.
Thor using split backs. Stepping up. It's rid of it. Touchdown. Jets. And he's able to get open in the end zone. Great play.
The defense just seemed to lose track of him down there. They have to do a better job keeping the play in front of them so that kind of thing doesn't happen.
They'll try to make it a one-touchdown lead as they keep the offense on the field for the two-point conversion.
94. Drop back. Drop.
Closing in with the pass. Turns. He has a great throw there. The two-point conversion is good. The whole offense got into a nice rhythm to put together that long drive for a touchdown.
When you get a drive where you run a bunch of plays and then end up with a touchdown, you feel more confident about what you're doing. It will be interesting to see if they can continue that success with their next drive.
And the kickoff team comes out onto the field.
Number 16.
And this one's a short kickoff. From the 14-yard line. The defense did a very good job against them the last time they had possession, forcing a punt. They'll go from the I formation.
At the 29-yard line. First and 10.
On the carry. Fakes the handoff. This pass is incomplete. McGraw got his hands up and tipped the pass away.
That's just the kind of play they've come to expect from him. He always seems to make the big play just when they need him to.
Here come the heat.
Using motion. Gets the call, picks up 4, maybe 5 there.
5-yard gain on the play.
Five yards to go. Ball on their own 34. Under pressure, breaking free. Catch on the run. Good job picking up the blitz and picking up the first down.
Hey, that was a heck of a call. I mean, they saw the pressure was coming, and he knew right where to go with the ball. And then he got it there.
First and 10. Ball on the 48-yard line.
Get in there, Lon.
Pressure coming. Gets the pass off with the adjustment. Down he goes at the 44-yard line. A great leaping catch by the receiver on that pass.
When you're a receiver and a pass goes over your head like that, you got to get up there, pull the ball in, and tuck it in before you get hit.
About 2 to go. Ball on the 44-yard line.
Get in there. Snake out.
Drops back. Pressure. Throwing. Third down. Upcoming after the incomplete pass.
86. The intended receiver on the play. Third and 2. Ball on the 44-yard line.
Cross by the left. Just about a yard on the run. So let's take a look at how this back compares to the opposition. Anderson gets set. Gets the toss to the right. Into the open field. At the 30, the 20, the 10, 5. Touchdown, home team. An incredible run to get him into the end zone.
Wow. That's one of those plays that you call, and everything seems to happen exactly as it's scripted in the playbook.
They'll get set for the extra point. And it's up. And the extra point is good. And so they turn that drive into a great one as it ends with a touchdown.
They did everything they had to on that one. The end result was a trip across the goal line and a TD on the board.
The kickoff team lines up.
Lined up for the kickoff. Number 81.
Sends it fair. From the 7-yard line. They head back out onto the field after scoring a touchdown on their last possession. And the passing game worked to perfection. So we'd expect them to try to continue to do the same thing and move the ball through the air against this defense.
Cowboy, fire out. Give it all you got, Steve. Come on.
Martin moves in motion.
Let's go. Come on.
He tucks it away. Breaks free. Steamrolls the defense. Just about 2 yards on the run by the halfback.
Gain of 2 on the play. Second and 7. Ball on the 24-yard line.
Using motion. Closing in. Gets rid of it. Incomplete. Not much touch on that pass.
May have tried to put a little too much oomph on that throw.
It's 3rd down and 7 to go. Drops back. He surveys the field with the pass. He's there for the catch. Can't get it from behind. A pass that really goes the distance.
I'll tell you, that was an impressive play. I mean, he makes everything look so effortless and easy.
First and 10. Ball on the 24-yard line. Handed off to the back. He's inside the 10. Touchdown, New York. That guy picked up a lot of yardage on that run.
Yeah, he moved this way and that way, all the while keeping his head up and watching where his teammates were creating room for him to run.
Brown comes in to attempt the point after. The kick is up, and he tacks on the extra point. Good job moving the ball the length of the field for the touchdown.
The thing that most impressed me about that last drive was the offensive line. They did a good job controlling the line of scrimmage, keeping their quarterback healthy and on his feet. A strong offensive line is the first and most important component to an effective offense.
The kickoff team lines up.
Is lined up for the kickoff. Number 80, back to return.
Short kick. He didn't get much of that one. From the 13. Just won't go down. Refuses to go down.
Got an inadvertent face mask on the defense.
This appears to be of the 5-yard variety.
I'll tell you, these face masks are getting so big that you can start off going for a jersey and end up with a handful of face masks.
It's 1st and 10. Ball on their own 34.
Give it all you got. Bulldog under.
Under pressure, slings it to the outside. Charles is on the receiving end of another pass, and it brings his total to 5.
Second and 7. Ball on the 38-yard line.
With the throw, and he's brought down at the 43-yard line. Johnny has great touch.
Now you say, what's his strength? What does he do best? Well, you can see it right there. It's his accuracy that puts this guy on a whole nother level.
1st and 10. Drops back, handed off, slips the tackle. He has some room. At the 30, the 20, the 10, 5. Good play call that time, John. They caught the defense off guard, resulting in an excellent run by Charles.
Well, I saw it in practice, and then I saw it in film, and you see it right here. He's as good as everybody said. This guy is a real deal.
First and goal. Ball on the 1-yard line. Sideline.
Charles. Touchdown. Home team.
Now, this is exactly how to get the ball in the end zone. Just get in behind the center and guard and keep pushing and pushing until they're putting up 6 points on the board.
They'll line up for the extra point. And it's up. And he tacks on the extra point. That last drive, John, went for a touchdown with some excellent play calling.
I think the whole team's happy after that one. They're probably telling their defense to give them the ball back so they can go score again.
Emmanuel will be kicking off.
Lined up for the kickoff. Number 81.
And he got all of that one. A great kick. He downs it in the end zone. No return this time, and the offense heads out into the field, taking over at the 20.
Snake eyes. Here come the heat. Let's go.
Using motion.
Will start the drive at the 20-yard line. First and 10.
Smith can't wrap it. A 5-yard pickup on that run by the tailback.
5-yard gain on the play.
And we've reached the 2-minute mark.
Got the ball. Give it all you got. Come on, partner.
Pressure coming with the throw, so he ends up overthrowing his target.
There was no way he was going to get to that one.
All right, so here's an interesting call now for the coach on third down. If he goes to the air and it's incomplete, then the clock will stop and they'll have to punt. And the other team is going to wind up with pretty good field position.
The flip side is if you keep it on the ground and run the time down, it might be harder to get the first. That's why the head coach is the head coach.
A fresh set of downs after a nice pickup on the ground.
Hey, nice job up front, holding their block and allowing him to get a good run for a first down.
Gets rid of it. Great throw. Gain of 6 on the play. He's trying to hurry them back to the line.
6 on the play.
Flings it to the outside. Perfect pass. They'll face a 3rd and short after that completion.
That catch didn't go for very much. At least it got him closer to the marker.
And they're going without a huddle. Pressure. Throws it. This pass is incomplete. No catch on that pass play.
Maybe he heard footsteps.
Couldn't get the first. They'll now have to punt and give the opposition a chance at a last-minute drive. Number 16 will go back to accept this punt. Here's the kick. And he waves for the fair catch. And this punt will sail out of bounds. The offense is back on the field after that last touchdown drive. Let's see if they try to move the ball on the ground again.
I got to think the defense is ready for a run or pass because they're probably not sure what the offense wants to do. Play it safe.
Here we go, everybody. Hold on to your cookies.
The home team line up in the shotgun. Gets rid of it, and he goes out at the 29-yard line. Number 86 makes another great catch, another timely reception, has a total of 6 catches today.
The defense should be looking for both run and pass because this is a down where the coach has to decide what stance his team is going to take. Play it safe and hope for overtime, or take a chance and go for it all right now.
Looking for a receiver, throws it. And they go with a no-huddle. The home team call a timeout. That's their first. It's 1st and 10. Ball on the 45-yard line.
Let's go, ball.
Closing in. Gets the pass off. Incomplete. Harrison just made a great defensive play.
He has to do a better job of looking off the coverage before he makes a throw like that.
On 2nd down, trying to get closer to give their kicker a better chance.
But they definitely can't afford to lose yardage here, so the line will need to hold their blocks.
Charles. The home team call a timeout. They have 1 timeout remaining. Here is a 3rd and long situation. Ball on the 43-yard line. He surveys the field, throws it with the catch. New York calls a timeout. They have 2 left.
Watch this one again. He's trying to make the catch, and the defender comes in there and just unloads on him. But he's still able to hold on to it for a heck of a play. You're in position now where there's some time left, and you don't want the other team to get the ball back after their field goal attempt. They should just stick with a few runs, but still give their kicking team enough time to do their thing.
Anderson with a man in motion. And he'll get the call. Breaks the tackle. New York will call a timeout here. They have 1 left. Running back picks up about 4 yards.
There's still some time left on the clock, so I'd run the clock down some more and then try for the field goal.
Ball on the 26-yard line. Bring the pace.
Send it off to the back. New York calls a timeout. That's their 3rd and final timeout. 3rd down, and look for a running play here this late in the game. 3rd and a deuce. We'll get the call again. The defender goes down. And he barely got enough. Putting together a nice drive here.
And they're frustrating this defense in the process. 2 times they've converted on 3rd down.
Ball. Drop back.
Another run.
When you have a guy who can carry the ball for over 100 yards a game, you have half of what you need on offense to get to the Super Bowl.
About a 28-yard field goal here as they line up for the kick. And it's on its way. Good. It's over.
That's the end of the game. The final score is the home team 31, New York 28.
This is Al Michaels with John Madden saying goodbye for EA Sports.